Oh, yeah. We're going to be pulling Cal McTabber up here. And where are you at, Cal? There you are.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
oh,
And you got a fun soul.
yes.
That
Got a
is
lot
the
of soul.
genre. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go ahead. Sure. Actually, Cal, why don't you just tell us about your
Yeah,
track?
yeah. I
You're
gotta say
finally
things
here.
first. Yeah. I've been here. What are you talking? So yeah, my track was Soul. Um, realized how much I love soul music. Working on this. Um, lyrics lyrics are it's about addiction. I'll sum it up like that. Addiction and uh yeah, so I added bass guitar and I did vocals for it. So that's yep.
All
Sums it
right.
up.
We're going to go ahead and check out Cal's track, Work for Me. This is Cal McTabber. Yes. And Soul. Summer series. Cal, I thought about for a minute and I was like, how can I make him kiss himself? Just saying
Yeah,
for the record.
you have full control. So if you
There
want
we
to do
go.
that.
Work for me.
1,000 miles above me. I work for you, you work for me. Till the sky is turning sea, till there's nothing in between. I work for you, you work for me. So many times I seem to ask myself, but I always find a way. I work for you, you work for me. A million times I seem to ask myself, it's 1,000 miles above me.
Oh, yeah, Cal. Rollo, Judge Rollo, would you please take the floor?
Sure. Yeah, that was really cool. Definitely nailed the genre there. There were a lot of really cool bass lines going on in there. I really enjoyed. And it gave me some real Otis Redding vibes. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but yeah, very cool. That's definitely the era of soul I listen to most. So I thought it was very cool, and I enjoyed it a lot. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Judge Kiwi, would you please take the floor?
When my mic was off, you started and I went, ooh. So that's a good thing. Ooh, that's good. Nice swag on your soul phrasing and your singing. I enjoyed that. And nice bass playing too. Was that a fretless or fretless
Nah,
effect or something?
fretted. No,
Oh,
five
well,
string.
you played it so smoothly. It sounded fretless. And I liked how the bass was going when it was kind of playing with the vocals over that. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Cool.
The theme of it, that correlation between the addiction and the product, and I liked how you talked about the cause of the addiction like it's a person. I like that, like it is a relationship, you know. So I'm sure that's bound to help someone if they heard those lyrics. Yeah, and whoever just roll out before me referred to Otis Redding, I'm thinking, yeah, and then even a more modern artist, Seal. You're probably too young to remember him, but he sort of brought back that soul vibe in the 90s, and I like that. Very swish. I like the key change too. That was bloody cool, man. Cool with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Judge Noiser number one.
Dude, vocals in the pocket now. You know, you have a kind of a gravelly voice, and that was really nicely done on the vocal side. You great hook. I noticed a half step key change, and then you went to another key change, and another. I got lost in where I was and what key, which is nice. That was really compositionally very cool. I like the octaves in the hook. That accented the hook at the end. And the message is good. Who doesn't love a song about addiction? I love that theme. I mean, a little sarcastic, but still, you presented it well, and asking like, who's leading who here, right? Is the drug lead the person? Does the person lead the drug? It's really a great question, actually. A really great question. So yeah, it's something to dwell in. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Judge Noiser number two.
Yeah, I really like that kind of vibe. For me, it kind of felt like a variation of almost a Bill Withers kind of thing. You know that I know. The groove
Yeah.
kind of right. It kind of locks you in. Yeah, go ahead.
Definitely inspired it. Yeah.
Yeah, it locks you in. The bass, it just leads you right along. It's kind of got an independent kind of vibe that touches bass with the drums. Vocals really strong. It captures that vibe too. But what I really liked is what Kiwi said. Also, the that key change for the chorus, I think, really works. It kind of you take a little breath. It's like, oh, we're here now, and then it begins again. Like Mike said, he kind of went around in a cycle. And without my hands on a keyboard, I like to get lost. I don't know where. It took me on a journey through the soul machine. I liked it.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Cal, is there anything you'd like to say or anything you'd like to ask the judges at this time?
No, I'm good. I think.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yeah, that was Cal with some soul. All right. Are you guys ready for some classical? We've got Dmane coming in here, and he is going to be doing some classical here with his track called Pulling My Strings. Dmane, you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your week with this genre and a little bit about your song?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody that participated and everybody that's working to make this work so smooth. And I'm so happy to hear everybody's tracks. Everything has been so amazing. I had a lot of fun making this classical song. I really feel like it really is like where all music came from. Um, I did automate the track a little bit. It was a new experience for me, being a musician and a guitar player. I really wanted to highlight the strings. I feel like that's where I get a lot of my emotion from. I feel like I took a very unorthodox approach on the end. I did some choral harmony, so I just wanted to highlight that that is actually me singing in the end there. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's go ahead, check out Dmane's track. This is classical, Pulling My Strings.
You tell me with honesty, you tell me to my face, even when all of it looks like it's great. I don't expect the love I'm sending your way, but you exceed expectations, succeed. Even if by your side the lightning will fade, you are the only thing I want every day. I know the truth can seem dark, but it's true. I know the little things will get us through it. And you are the only one pulling my strings. You are the only one that I want in range. You are the only one. You are the only one to get me through. Just to get me through.
Dmane Classical, Pulling My Strings. Judge Rollo, would you please take the floor?
Sure. Yeah, that was really, really nicely done. The bass in the middle part, I really enjoyed that. I don't know if it was like a stand up or what that was, but that was really cool. Yeah, very good job. Um, yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judge Kiwi, would you please take the floor?
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Okay, so my initial thing was when it started, it was real intense. It was an intense notes or chords. And then it dropped down to this beautiful gentleness. It was, I found it actually quite emotional music, which is, yeah, great. And then I love your voice as a singer. So, and you were so respectful to the genre, really, yeah, really saw that. And I think we need more of this music on radio, personally. And I've liked watching you be adaptable to the different styles. And there's a saying, and it says it's not the strong that survive in life, it's the ones that adapt to change, that can adapt to change the easiest. And you've adapted, God, metal, hip hop, love it. Really, really cool. It was really beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judge Noiser number one.
Yeah, I'll underscore that. Rather beautiful, really. There's something going on in the harmony. There's a contrapuntal thing going on where something's going up and you're going down, and it's just perfect. Um, I could hear every word. I thought the mix was outstanding. I could hear every word. Love the suspension quality to it. I don't exactly know what those chords are, and I'm glad I don't. And I'm a drummer anyway. I shouldn't have any inkling there. That's what Billy Noiser too helps out with anyway. But wow, I'd like to hear that again. So that's beautiful. Well done.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Judge Noiser number two.
Yeah, I really like that kind of music. It's a strong vibe. It's emotional, a little melancholy, but kind of hopeful at the same time. Technically, as I think that's a Phrygian mode, right? So it's a little twisted, right, in 6/8, and I love that combination. For the classical thing, for me, and this may not relate to anybody, but like when Chick Corea sometimes would play, it has that Spanish kind of feeling, but it's like emotional. It hits people in the heart, I think. It has great dynamics. You built it up, you brought it down. Like Mike said, a great mix. You can hear all the parts, and I thought the voicings you used for the strings were good. Like a little bit modern classical. It stretched a little bit. It wasn't like the old fashioned, like Renaissance stuffy stuff. It moved around. You had a very modern sort of take, I think, on classical. I really enjoyed it.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you so much. Dmane, is there anything that you would like to say or ask the judges at this time?
Yeah, thank you guys for your feedback. I just wanted you guys all to know that throughout this competition, I've seen myself and some of these other competitors. You guys are making us better, and I really appreciate that for music in general. So thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, that was Dmane. Yeah, classical there. All right, we're going to be bringing ConArtist up here. Are you guys, I know, like spoken word. And that is the genre that Con got this week. ConArtist, you want to tell us a little bit about the genre that you got and a little bit about your piece called Music?
Sure. When you announced that this was going to be a solo round, I was shitting myself a little bit. And then I got spoken word and I'm like, thank fucking God. So anyway, yeah, this is a spoken word piece, basically just about the nature of music, the relationship music has to the artist and just the general exploration of what music is in general. And there's also a bit of meta commentary because I noticed that some people were debating about whether spoken word was music or not. So I figured this way, nobody can say it's not.
I like it. Well, let's go ahead. Let's check this piece out. This is ConArtist. This is the summer series. Yeah, we have spoken word with ConArtist. Oh, so exciting. Here is his piece, Music.
Music. Notes played by the touch of guitarist. Each drum of a string struck by an artist. Stuck in their own hearts, no longer apart from the calling. Causing the inaccessible to be expressed in full. Accepting all the backlash to recoil in excess and pull. Put the worst and best out of the person's chest and burn the festival. As they enter the vestibule. While they picture the stress of their own spectacle. They trip, land flat, kids they laugh, misfit. They must have missed their chance, that's it, they're trash. But then the cameras flash and they're pulled right back to affirm their passion. They imagine the booze and the banner, the chants and the chatter, but none of it happened. It's just the blues they sing. Music lays harmonies trained to infuse artistry, tame and amuse hearts to be basically fuel full of ingenuity. To power humanity through agony, battles and mute tragedy, candles to light paths past atrocities and mask anomalies at last. Arcady. Until we start hearkening back to marketing tactics, karmic flashbacks to when all that had mattered was money and status. It's funny the madness of pursuing your passion. A voice muted the more it sings, imprisoned by its own palace and talents and rings, bound by its freedom to gallop and breathe, suffocates as much as relieves. See, you love the art form, but the hard work is meek. You cut and bleed to sustain your seed, substance feeds. But what's that mean? Responsibility to contradictory things, conflicted the sacred with the obligation to sing, an abomination of complacency. It's commonplace, I believe. Music. Words placed on a page waiting to flee. It's too alive, but too asleep, it's too pure and unclean. Each line is wrote and each stanza is stained by the blood, by the passion, by the expression of pain, by the fun, by the laughter, by the impression of glee. It's a fine line between gaiety and melancholy. Every letter that's traced an extension of life. It's the faith and a purpose and the courage to strive. It's amazing how worry is the verdict to try. Sentences flurry, turning torture to portraits of pride. It's the honor, not the martyr or imperious kind, but the type that invites wonder in curious minds. Music. The sound of the tree swaying, unbound but its roots stained. The ground uncouth trivial, the amount of brute typical, and found in the true spiritual plane. Music. The cries of the infantile, and bind by the ruthless vile to try to keep you mindful and safe. Surviving mistook for the irritated agitation, just a struggle of ache. Displayed in barbed wire, encaged by large ire, encased in bane, just in case that it breaks. Music, it's so much more than just what I make. It's the expression of purity, the very essence of urgency. Merge it with mercy and grace to unearth and explain what I serve, so each sermon's ingrained to ensure all something to say to the day that the music stops.
Thank you so much, ConArtist and spoken word. And this was his piece called Music. Judge Rollo, would you please take the floor?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, again, another really great track. This is going to be really hard. Yeah, I really like that ending with the yeah, that I'm blanking on what that's called, but you know, it was really powerful. And I like how the backing track wasn't just like some random stuff. It was actually seemed like it was like timed to the way you were, you know, the meter of which you were speaking. It seemed like it was, but yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot, and really good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kiwi Chris, would you please take the floor?
What's your actual name?
Connor.
Connor, that was really
Yeah.
cool. The word I summed it was captivating. Yeah. And when we add a heartbeat to music, it puts this humanness instantly. And I found that quite emotional. And also because I've heard that last sound you make with the machine, I've heard that before. So that brings a whole lot of emotion in it for me. I liked how you kept it simple. A real instrument. I don't know if there was a MIDI or not, but it sounded real, spacious. And I like when I listen to a genre that I don't normally listen to, and it attracts me to it. So I liked how you used your voice. You used the volumes and the intensity of your voice. Singers can do it with melody and stuff. That's easy. I always get told I'm an emotive singer and everything, but you've brought emotion into it. And music is so emotional. That I got that hugely with that. What else? It's like your voice was a drum kit. Like on a drum kit, every piece has a purpose, right? The thwack of the snare or the ringing of the cymbals and stuff. And it's like you used your voice like an instrument. It was so bloody cool and very, very clever. Thank you for letting me hear that and swaying me to spoken word. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Judge Noiser number 1.
Yeah, man, strong, right? Beautiful rhythms, vocal dynamics, as was people were saying that you use your voice as an instrument. Hey, you even rhymed a few times. That was nice. And as I studied at an art school as a professor, I listened to the art teachers talk about how art is a conversation. And, because you're speaking about music, music is a conversation. And, when the one dies, when the conversation dies, the music dies. Because it's not just about rearranging sounds and putting them together, it's what it evokes. So there's some deep stuff here. I gotta listen to more of the lyrics. Yeah, did we die at the end? And very super creative, dude. Super creative.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judge Noiser number 2.
Yeah, that was powerful. As far as lyrics go, Noiser Mike is the lyricist and poet on our side, and I do the soundtracks. So I kind of come at these pieces a little differently, but I could feel the strong message in lyrics. But for me, excellent phrasing and dynamics. You just brought a lot to it. Like you said, there's only so many tools in the bag vocally, and you kept people engaged. Now the soundtrack, understated. I like the way it kind of just it droned in there, but it added a sense of serious gravitas to it, and of course the heartbeat leading into the medical tone. Yeah, that's heavy stuff. I'd like to hear that again. Absolutely. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. ConArtist, is there anything that you would like to say to the judges or any questions you'd like to ask them at this time?
I don't think so. I appreciate you guys' feedback.
All right, yeah. That was ConArtist with spoken word and his piece called Music. We're going to be going ahead and bringing Mayvai up here. His challenge for this week was grunge. I think I have the right Mayvai. Oh, no, I don't have the right Mayvai. Hold on. Let me put the right Mayvai up here. Will the real Mayvai please come forward? All right. Hi, Okay, so your challenge for this week was grunge, and your piece is a ring betrothed around us. Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your challenge and about your piece?
Oh, yeah, it was a challenge. I re-sang this thing like 50 million times. It's this is third year me and Pinky been together, and every year I write her a love song. So I took this opportunity to do that with this one, and it's like an update on our relationship, I guess.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's check this piece out. We are going to be listening to Mayvai, and his topic is grunge. Yeah. And his piece is a ring betrothed us around us. Here we go. Did I go down? And here I am jamming to this song. You guys ready? We're gonna get into some grunge. Here we go. Whoa! I plead the fifth. It's Mayvai, a ring betrothed around us, and he had grunge. All right, I'm gonna get a little silly here, and I'm actually gonna ask a silly noiser number 1 to take the floor first.
I'm taking and I'm gonna run with it. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Solid production, right? Clearly, right on. Solid guitar, everything, just perfect mix, right? Everybody's so dark today, though. I thought this was a ring betrothed around us, and now we're dancing on pain, and I guess it's just real, right? It's like a real relationship that you've been in for a long time, right?
Exactly.
Very multi-layered, very passionate vocals, a little atonal to get sort of the pain message through, I guess. I liked it. It was pleasantly painful. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Judge Verolo, would you now take the floor, please?
Sure, you threw me off there.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I always dig your grunge
This is
stuff.
Judge Rollo here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, threw me off.
Oh. Anyways, yeah. A lot of the guitar solos really reminded me a lot of Jerry Cantrell, and I'm a big Alice in Chains fan. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I kind of felt like it was kind of like Alice in Chains meets STP a little bit, sort of that one.
Still
like,
remains.
Yeah, but yeah, there was one riff that in particular, like the really stilted sort of like rhythm part. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but that's what reminded me of
verse?
SD.
Oh, in
Maybe.
the chorus.
Yeah, possibly.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what specifically reminded me of Stone Temple Pilots a little bit. But yeah, no, overall really cool track. I really enjoyed it. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going the Stone Temple Pilots route with the sound.
Yeah, right.
thank you so much. Judge Kiwi, can you please take the floor?
Hey Mayvai, I wrote
Hello.
down STP as well. Stone Temple Pilots. I got that vibe, and that's a
Good.
good.
I'm glad I nailed that.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good comparison. As soon as your vocals came in, I went grunge. Yeah,
Mhm.
sort of. I liked how it was kind of drony,
Yeah.
didn't sway too, and I like that. That's what grunge is. It's like it's not about all melody and stuff. It's about just I like that. And I don't know whether it was a texture that you used or that it's just your voice. It was nice and gritty, and I enjoyed that.
There's 4 vocals.
Yeah, I was going to say you must have
stacked
at
on it.
least doubled up on the vocals. Enjoyed
Yeah, I
that.
had to do 2 soft vocals and then 2 powerful ones because the powerful ones they just came out too whiny, so I had to like
Yeah.
texture it.
Is that because you come back off the mic? I find that when I go back off the mic, the vocals get really bloody thin. So
No, I
that's a good.
forcibly sang below. I sang it a little flat on purpose because when I sing it on the C, it's very, very whiny. So I had to sing it somewhat flat, kind of touching the C a little bit, like between B and C, and then it's just. But yeah, it was this one was hard. I had to sing it so many times.
It's part of what I enjoyed. It's almost a discordant melody that you chose. I quite like it. What else did I put? Good harmonies, a strong solo when it came in. Radio ready, I wrote down. It's like someone the other said.
Well, I'm
It's
glad you
mixed
can
really
see.
well. Yeah, really good. And I like the bridge. It wasn't. I thought it was the bridge. There was a change up, sort of about 3/4 of the way through it. I really liked.
The guitar solo.
After the guitar solo, and then
Oh,
or maybe
final
you did
verse.
2 solos. You did one. Yeah, like that. I can't. I'm listening through shitty headphones, so I'd like to hear that again through decent ones because I think it would sound pretty good. And just at the end where the vocals weren't parallel, I enjoyed that too. A bit of building at the end. Yep, great finish. Good song.
Thank you.
Nice work.
Thank you so much. Judge Noiser number 2.
Yes, I like that kind of music. For me, it's a little bit of a Kurt Cobain, Alice Chains vibe. Those sliding harmonies, that always pulls me in. It's a good song. The guitars, bass, and drums, they really lock in. Like Mike said, it's got that sort of pain element to it, as it should, that touch of reality. A little thing that I picked up on that I liked was the little spaces that you put in between on the power chords on the verse, right?
Like
Um,
little chops.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's I like that. It kind of
It's
pulled
like
me in. It was
it's like
yeah,
the like when you hit a cymbal and like stop it real fast, but I do that with the
yeah,
notes on
exactly.
yeah.
And that was a little new for me. I mean, I like, it's a comfortable genre that, it's like it's hard to shock people with something new, but it's like it's the little touches like that. You're
Oh,
very thoughtful artist. Yeah.
I'm glad you picked up on that. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
good job, man.
Thank you so much. May, at this time, is there anything you'd like to say to the judges or any questions you'd like to ask them?
What the mix was good? Like overall? Like, is there anything that could be better with it?
I thought the mix sounded really good. I mean, you've taught me more about mixing,
Well, I'm
but
still learning.
yeah, I know. So I feel weird judging you on mix because
Well, I
you've
mean,
taught
you've
me
been a
so much.
listener
But yeah,
for
no,
all
it
your-
sounded good to me, man.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, May. Mayvai, he did grunge. Yeah. All right. Before we pulled Jeremy up here, we actually had one other thing for Rolo. Uni was very concerned about you being in those bushes. Just saying. So here's one more thing for Judge Rolo. Here we
All
go.
right.
This is a road trip across the United States.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling to Wyoming, to knocks upon your floor. Heading down the freeway, yeah, venues, gals, and more. Well, I'm rolling to Wyoming, to knocks upon your floor. Heading down the freeway, yeah, venues, gals, and more. Well, I'm rolling to Wyoming, to knocks upon your floor. Heading down the freeway, yeah, venues, gals, and more. And now Uni's heading to Wyoming. Hey, Rolo, knock, knock. It's me, Unicorn Made Frankenstein, with the big hammer of yes or no. And I call order.
Yes, that was our message from Uni.
That was
Now
awesome.
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull Mr. Hurtnum up here. Yes, at Jeremy Hurt. And he actually had reggae. So we're gonna get a little bit of a taste of reggae here with Heaven's Just a Thought Away.
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
welcome. Would you like to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your challenge this week with reggae and tell us a little bit about your song Heaven's Just a Thought Away, please?
Well, one thing I know is that it's not going to be sad. This is about as happy as a song can get, I believe. And to be honest, like reggae is a genre I never really got that into. But I really enjoyed making the song. It's about the universe, whatever shape it may be, and how we are all connected to it in our ways. And yeah, just realizing that heaven is on earth here with us, and it is what we make it.
Thank you so much, Jer. We're going to go ahead and check out his creation this week. This is Jeremy Hurt, and he has reggae. Just a thought. That was Jeremy Hurt, and Heaven's Just a Thought Away. Judge Noiser number 2. Would you take the floor first, please?
Oh, that's just like school where they used to call on me. Hey, you in the back. No, just kidding.
Aw.
Thank you, though. No, I like being first here. So let me say this: good tune. It has a kind of a hypnotic vibe, and like a bittersweet major minor kind of feel to it. I know you said it's major and happy, but there's a kind of a melancholy like weight that pulls against it, which I kind of like. As a bass player, I think one thing I might have done myself is break up that bass part a little. The chords repeat as they should, but maybe a little, break it out, boom, something simple that would be maybe a call and response against your voice. As a bass player, I would have added that maybe, but the tune is good the way it is. Again, hypnotic. It pulled me in, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Judge Kiwi. Yes, Judge Kiwi. Chris, would you please take the floor?
And there, Jeremy, I'm possibly the biggest reggae fan on the panel, maybe. Ska and reggae. I use the word sweet. It's quite a sweet song. And it reminded me of Peter Tosh did a bit of stuff that had this kind of vibe to it in the 80s, which I enjoyed. So I liked that comparison. Do you know who Kurt Vile is?
No clue.
Remind me. Look him up. He wrote a song called total opposite to this, but it's called Pretty Pimpin'. Pimpin'. He sounded a lot like him, and I enjoy that. It's kind of it's cool. I liked it. Another one I wrote down. I could hear it on the radio. Like I can hear this being on the radio. So yeah, nice work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Silly Noiser number 1. Would you please take the floor?
Yes, my dear. Very chill vibe. Reggae is chill. Very positive message, positive vibe as well, and I like that. I like the idea that heaven is just a thought away. That's beautiful. It's a prayer at that point, Melody is beautiful. You got a nice melody going there, right? So that keeps you interested while you're doing the same reggae kind of vamp throughout the whole song, which is nice. I'd have to hear the lyrics again to get more into that. But I did light up a spleef in the middle of that, so or a spliff, or however I'm supposed to say it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spleef.
Yeah, man.
It is a
So
spleef.
it had the required intention. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Judge Rollo, would you please take the floor?
Yeah, man. No, well, I think I just got myself canceled there, but no, very, very cool. I like that a lot. Definitely nailed the genre for sure. I really liked the sort of choppy, distorted guitar thing you put in there. It reminded me of like Tom Morello a little bit, which surprisingly fit really well into reggae. I didn't think it would, but learned something new every day. Musically, it kind of reminded me a bit of a Bob Marley sort of a jam, which was really cool. And yeah, mix sounded pretty good to my ear. And yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Oh yeah, getting down with some reggae. Yeah, it's just a thought away, heaven. And Jer, at this point, do you have anything that you would like to say to the judges, or any questions you'd like to ask?
I don't think so. I know that so I Googled how to speak Jamaican before doing this track. And I learned quite a bit about the language. I'm horrible at accents, so I couldn't do that. But I did learn a lot about the way that they say different words. And it was really cool to look into that. So yeah, it was fun.
Try this one. Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Jamaican. I tried to talk Jamaican, man.
American man.
Nice week. Tell
Thank-
me again.
I used to
alls I
work with
know-
a Jamaican guy, so I used to hear that accent all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, man.
You just say me for everything instead of I or anything. Me hungry, me happy, me car, me whatever. It's all me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jer.